Blog Talk Radio.
Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. It's summer party. Grown and sexy, join the party. Good summer party. Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed.
Welcome to another Friday night at the Pajama Party. We're back, and we're about to tear it up, put it out there, make it happen. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
You there?
I'm here. I'm trying to figure out where I am, Papa. I'm here.
Ketel's back in the studio, by the way. Last week she was on location. I think she was in Bahrain.
You're not supposed to tell everybody, Papa. Come on,
yeah,
now.
She's,
okay, don't tell them that now.
And Redwine, of course.
Bonsoir.
She's
hanging with the fridge man.
Yes, je suis bien rude.
Uh-huh.
Don't hate, appreciate.
Uh-huh.
Okay, sounds like a salad dressing. Anyway, we have a lot in store of the fact that a lot is going on.
It sure is.
And, Ketel, you want to let us know what's happening tonight?
Yeah, as soon as you let folks know what we do and who we are, you know.
Well, we are the creme de la creme when it comes to talk radio.
I know that's all right.
We put down the truth, honesty. It's an adult show, so we don't hold back. There's no censors here. And we, every Friday night, we're here with adult talk radio to talk about what's on your mind. Let yourself be free. You know, before if you're dressing up to go out or you're just getting in, or just get off work or whatever. I know Friday is a traditional night to get your weekend swerve on. But take the time and learn a little something. See what's happening with us first. That way maybe you can go out being better equipped.
All right, now.
But not you got to buckle up or,
strap up, right?
Strap up.
All right.
Strap on. Depending on where you're going.
All right, or
Strap
strap
on,
down.
Strap on, yeah.
Strap down,
Strap on, strap off.
The strapper.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right, thanks, Papa.
All right.
Give us the rundown. Break it down.
All right. What we got going on? There's a lot to talk about tonight. Hot topics. Something interesting. Reactions to White People documentary. That should be interesting. New era begins in Cuba. Follow up on Sandra Bland case. Everybody's been talking about that. We're going to really get into that. And we want some people to call in and voice your opinion tonight on the Sandra Bland case also. DOT investigates airlines for price gouging. That's nothing new. Hidden and quitted headlines. We have Spain ends marriage for 14 years old. I'm going to tell that one. That's going to be interesting. Cigna Health Care is getting bought out. Guess what grocery chain is filing bankruptcy? Hackers threaten to expose cheaters online. That should be interesting. Of course, what's popular in Poppa DD? The DMV road construction. Weird news. Another selfie animal injury. Popping cyclist? Or pooping cyclist. We got to get that intern. Pooping cyclist starts massive fire. Drunk man tries to escape cops on tractor. Man bets on not being alone in the universe. I'm just saying with Redwine, it's my restaurant, and I'll yell if I want to. Okay. My Ketel's Corner, you can, you will. Living for the city with Poppa DD. Alibis and being nice. My Hollywood wrap-up tonight. Cocktail of the week. This is Tequila Day, officially. So you know what we doing here. Kiss It list, and also the last word, of course. So as Papa say, sit back, relax, get your favorite cocktail, and we'll be back in a minute.
How you doing? I'm Poppa DD, one of the hosts of the Pajama Party. And I'm here to introduce you to two of the segments I have on the Pajama Party. One is called What's Poppin' with Poppa DD, and the other one's called Living for the City. What's Popping is maybe a topic that really popped at me that week about something really going on that's serious. And on Living for the City, I talk about stuff that has to do with the inner city, the suburban life, and life as we know it as far as the hood is concerned and everything thereof. Because as War said, the whole world is a ghetto. So we'll talk about all that. So join me, Poppa DD, every Friday for my 2 segments of What's Poppin' and Living for the City. Welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of the hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bam.
Every Friday night we're here.
Bam.
It's an adult talk show every Friday night where we talk about what's happening now. We don't hold back. We're not censored. We ain't afraid of nobody.
I ain't scared of you.
Nobody. No weapon should conquer.
I wonder why you saying that, Papa.
We ain't scared.
That Kavazi XO?
I ain't scared.
I ain't never scared. What?
What's that thing that sports players wear between their legs? I got on a... I got on a cup. I got a cup on.
We might need
TMI.
Kick me in the center. I got a cup on.
TMI.
Anyway, we got a caller early on.
All right.
Caller.
Let's see. Let's get this caller.
We haven't even started.
Welcome to the Pajama Party, caller.
Hello.
Oh, check it in. I'm going to say hi to the crew.
All right. Hey,
what's up?
Thanks for checking in.
Well, I'll be listening and I'll call back.
Okay, we appreciate you listening.
Okay, well, you know, today is National Tequila Day, and we got shots of tequila lined up, and every time somebody calls in, we got to take a shot. So thank you to get it kicked off.
Somebody.
Okay.
All right, caller. Hang in there with us.
Right.
Cool.
All right, y'all. That's shot number 1.
All right, now.
Get your glass.
All right.
Yeah, today is official...
All right, National Tequila Day.
National Tequila Day. So get you some 1800, some
Ay, 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 ay.
Or some 1700.
some
1900.
Jose Cuervo.
All right, now.
You name. I mean, there is a gazillion tequilas out there.
It is.
Get
You
some
go in the liquor
extra
store
lime.
and go in the tequila section. There is a gazillion.
Well, we're going to get into that a little later, Papa.
And
I need some extra lime while you hit the hot topic.
Hot topic.
Oh yeah. First up,
Yeah, got the Cuba.
Cuba.
Yeah, new era begins in Cuba. New era in ties begin as Cuba raises flag at embassy in the U.S. Cuba's blue, red, and white starred flag was hosted on Monday at the country's embassy in Washington. That was signaling the start of a new post-Cold War era in U.S.-Cuban relations. In the sweltering heat and humidity, Cuban Foreign Minister Bruno Rodriguez presided over the flag-raising ceremony hours after full diplomatic relations with the United States was restored at the stroke of midnight, when an agreement to resume normal ties took effect. Sounds good. Says earlier, without ceremony, the Cuban flag was added to the lobby of the State Department alongside those of other countries with which the U.S. has diplomatic ties. U.S. and Cuban diplomats in Washington and Havana also noted the upgrade in social media posts. So they said they had several hundred people gathered at the embassy. That was a great thing. After 50-something years, finally. Yes. And it took this president, which I'm very proud of, to to do something like this. I'm like, what are you scared of?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, I mean, the Cuban people, I think the relations between the Cubans and us is going to be great, because there's a lot of things over there that we want to see and vice versa. I mean,
people who have relatives in Cuba now will be able to have a little more freedom and mobility to be able to go visit their families.
Yes.
So that's a good thing.
Not every 2 years to go see them, and, if something happens within that year or 2 years, you can't go. It's just crazy. So, if you guys got any questions or comments on that Cuban relations, give us a call, 914-803-4306.
And press 1.
So we can chit-chat with you. What you think about it, Papa?
That's very interesting. First of all, I do believe that I'm all for, when it comes to Cuba, with the struggle of different people, Cuba is going through 2 different facets these days. People back in the day that were dealing with Fidel, and now people dealing with the new regime. It's almost like we've been dealing with, George Bush Sr. and Barack Obama. Some people with it now, and some people going the other way. So Cuba's caught between a rock and a hard place on where to go forward. The parents and the grandparents are scared to death, but young people saying let some change happen, and it always brings a big old question mark in the middle. But I just hope that we come along and realize that as we going forward, you can't see progress unless you throw fear to the side and make something happen. Just like relationships, you got to get past the crazy, right?
That's true.
When you meet people, first thing you do is get past the damn crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, she's cute. He's handsome. She's fine. He's cute.
But he crazy.
You got to get past that damn crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Got to get past the crazy.
That's another discussion right there. How you get past the crazy?
That's a whole show.
Yeah, you're right. We have to make a note of that.
A whole show.
How to get past the crazies?
We'll hit that one in August.
Mm-hmm. What you got over there, Papa?
Let's see. What do I have over here?
Get that intern.
Well, we did want to hit briefly on that latest shooting that occurred in the movie theater down in Louisiana.
Right.
Yeah.
Another one.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's going on.
We need to
with
put
that.
some metal detectors in the movies.
But that's sad though, Papa, that you can't go anywhere. I mean, church, can't go to a movie.
Yeah.
I mean, is anything sacred?
Can't go to school.
Yeah.
Exactly. Where can you go?
So you have to put a metal detector in everywhere you go?
Everywhere you go.
How do you filter out the crazies? That's another show.
Yeah. And people are saying all this about, well, it's not about gun control. I'm saying, it's a combination of things.
Yes.
Because for one thing, guns don't shoot themselves.
That's true.
So no matter what kind of laws you have around gun control, you got to do something to control the people who own the guns.
That's true.
Because if the laws are whatever they are right now to keep people from getting them, how is it that all these people with these alleged mental illnesses end up with guns?
Mm-hmm. Because there's a loophole, but how do these people get through the loophole?
I mean, I guess if you're sane and you buy me a gun and I'm crazy and you give me the gun, now you got a crazy person running around with a gun.
But no, it's the crazies going in there and buying the guns.
Well, that's a whole other problem.
Yeah.
I thought the screening process and waiting period and all that,
is
supposed to filter that out.
The last incident, the FBI talked about that it was a loophole, and they apologized.
Don't nobody want to hear an apology.
Right, that it should have been a longer process or something. He got through the loophole somehow. But for the FBI to step up and apologize, that really surprised me. Because usually they try to cover it up. So...
Well, I don't see how an apology. I don't even know why they open their mouth to make an apology. That's so weak.
Yeah.
Weak and spineless.
And
it's a big gun show right out in Dulles, Virginia.
Oh.
This weekend.
Oh.
Great big at the Dulles Expo Center.
Oh.
One of those really big areas. They got all the vendors out there. They're going to be out there selling all kind of guns. And don't they sell ammo at the gun shows too?
Yeah,
I've never attended one, so I don't know what they sell.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a gun show, so I would think.
Well, it's funny you said that.
They got the ammo, too.
That's what we need to start focusing on is the ammo.
Mm-hmm.
They call it the beans and the makings is the term I like to use. You have the beans and you have the makings, which means you need the beans is the product that you use to produce, and the makings is what puts it together. Mm-hmm. For example, the beans is marijuana, the makings is the rolling paper that rolls it, or whatever you put it in, the blunt or whatever. The beans is the camera, the makings is the film or the SD card.
Mm-hmm.
A gun ain't crap without bullets. So why don't we just start trying to tax the bullets? Tax the ammunition.
That's a good idea.
We need to make ammunition almost. We keep talking about guns. Hell, if you don't put a bullet in the gun, what's it gonna do?
That's true.
Hell, you could pistol whip. You could pistol whip.
You could throw it at somebody.
You can hit them over the chin with it, as they call pistol whipping. But we need to focus on just like cigarettes. We got rid of the fire.
Yeah, we saw tax on cigarettes. You're right. They saw tax on cigarettes.
So we need to put a big tax on the ammunition.
That's a good one.
Especially the high-powered, guns and things like that.
Yeah.
But, everybody's thinking guns, and one don't work without the other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's true. Well, what you got over there, Papa?
I want to talk about something that happened back on May 12th, which was a very unfortunate situation with Amtrak, where there was a major crash. I'm sure everybody's aware of Amtrak derailing, going around a curve, and it took out the Northeast Corridor for a few days, which means trains that were going north, let's say from Boston, the furthest they could go was to Trenton, New Jersey. And then they had a turning point at Trenton where they turned around to go back to New York and Boston, and trains that were going north, leaving out of points from, let's say, as far as Richmond, would go as far as Philadelphia, and in turn. So the railroad was down between Philadelphia and Trenton, New Jersey, which is the main entity of the Northeast Corridor, which runs all down it runs parallel to Route 95 in Philadelphia, meaning Cotman Avenue, Academy Road, and all that. If you're over in the Philadelphia area on Route 95 and look over to your left or right, you may see an Amtrak train go by you. That whole area was compromised being the accident. But this real story is the airlines. We had America Airlines, Southwest, my boys, JetBlue, Delta, and United was doing some serious price gouging. While people weren't able to get through from Philadelphia or, let's say, New York to Washington by way of rail, the airlines was charging upward to $2,300 to people and businesses for a plane ride from New York to Washington, D.C.
Crazy.
Now, first of all, what business person, I guess, most business people live in the write-off world, so they could give a crap, as long as they can get it on a credit card and get reimbursed, they don't care. But they were charging them up to $2,300 for a ticket when Amtrak was laying on their back. Now, how crazy is that? Okay, the airlines ain't nothing but some hookers and some hoes, okay, when it comes to getting theirs. Everybody talks like they proper until they see an opportunity, and the airlines jumped on it. Charging over $2,000 to fly somebody from New York to Washington because Amtrak was laying on their back with a situation. And now they're saying, oh, no, we didn't do it, and Delta says we are fully cooperating with the Department of Transportation and are confident that they will find no wrongdoings by us, and that's a spokesperson for them. And another person named Traybar Brandstand from Delta Airlines, she's a blogger for Delta Airlines, wrote that our airline holds the highest standards, and we would never do anything to that degree, to yada, 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 yada. Just like they won't charge you. How much is it for a bag, an extra bag? $25, $50?
Somewhere between.
I mean, they got a surplus. I remember one time when the airlines was bitching and complaining about how the fuel is so expensive, we can't afford to fly, yada, 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 yada. These jokers now are making mad money, just like your bank making money off that ATM machine. Mm-hmm. People are making money because what they doing now is nationwide. If you're charging everybody $3 to use a damn ATM machine all over the world,
wow,
you're making gazillions of dollars. I mean,
you're in the wrong profession.
I always tell people,
machine.
I tell people over and over again that the main reason that Martin Luther King was assassinated, hear me, the main reason why Martin Luther King was assassinated because he had the power to make people or tutor people into boycotting. Mm-hmm. He had the power to boycott. And when you boycott, you take people out of business. Nowadays, people don't have the power for people boycott. Plus, America's not listening to nobody. There's no real leaders. People say, they can boycott Chick-fil-A all they want. I'm going to go get my damn chicken sandwich. I like Chick-fil-A. I ain't boycott. Nobody's unified. But Martin Luther King had people unified on that level. When he said stop riding them damn buses, people stopped riding them damn buses.
Yes, they did.
Okay? Stop buying that onion or stop buying that green pepper. And that's why they took that man out, because they said ain't no Negro need to have this much power. Mm-hmm. And they took him out.
Yeah.
So that's just food for thought, whether you want to believe it or not. Mm-hmm. But you know me, I'm a damn guru.
All right,
hey, please.
Uh-oh.
I don't fear nobody.
Don't get Papa started.
Don't get me started.
And don't get it started.
But shame on them, and they're going on the kiss it list, these different airlines.
No, they already put them on the
You
list.
got them on the list, all of them?
If you know the names of them.
I got the names.
Okay, call them out. Who you got? Delta?
I got
Delta.
You got Delta,
Southwest.
my boy, Southwest, the Negro Airline. Okay?
Yeah, that's Soul Airways.
Southwest,
Free
United.
bags. Papa, we can't get no more free bags now.
Yeah.
Yeah, United.
They can keep them damn peanuts. Southwest, United, Delta, JetBlue,
Oh, not JetBlue.
and American.
Oh Lord, I'd expect
Charging
American.
people from $1,000 to $2,000 to fly from New York to D.C. because, you got to fault people for being, hell, I would have hung around the damn New York station and say, hell, I'll drive you to D.C.
Yeah.
Shit, are you kidding me?
Give me $1,000, I'll drive you, huh?
Give me $500.
Yeah.
Anyway, but that's what I had to say on that particular situation. We're sorry that the Amtrak situation, which killed 8 people, and while they were laying on their back with all kinds of misfortune, the airlines in the air was saying, ha ha ha, man, make me some money off this move. But anyway, that's all I have on that particular subject.
Yeah, wow. What you got over there, Redwine?
Well, I got one about this documentary. Somebody, his name is Jose Antonio Vargas. He's done a documentary on white people. And it was very highly anticipated and all of that. It was on MTV this week. And the documentary film follows 5 young white Americans faced with issues of race in cities across the country. And what he did was engage them in conversations just about their life and experiences, etc. And basically he was talking about things like politics and current events and asking them about, how they felt about different topics and what it was like for them to be a white person at this time in our history in America. And, a lot of them were basically, at first they said they were kind of embarrassed. They were kind of like laughing at the question. And then the more they talked about it, they really started getting into this topic. And what the filmmaker was saying is that he thinks that people of color know more about whiteness than white people do. Isn't that interesting?
That's very interesting, but not uncommon.
Not uncommon at all.
Not uncommon.
He said that some Asian Americans also joined the discussion about how the demographics of a certain neighborhood, Bensonhurst, up in Brooklyn, that used to be dominated by Italians, has shifted in their lifetime. And he was saying in the past 15 years that the Asian American population has increased by 57% up there in Bensonhurst. So, I guess I don't know where all the Italian people went, but now you got 57% increase in Asian Americans there. And the film went on to, talk about, explored a lot of different things about what is the meaning of whiteness and racial identity in the United States. And they got some strong reactions from some people. So this filmmaker has actually won a Pulitzer Prize. I don't know if it was for this. They called him a Pulitzer Prize winner. So I'm going to have to look for that on MTV and see if I can find it. So if you guys want to look it up, it's called White People. Easy name to remember.
Yeah, White People.
For white people.
Whitepeople.com.
Not white people. Look for the film White People on MTV. There's a lot of white people on MTV, but look for the film called White People. It's on MTV. You can probably get it on demand.
So does it say how how old they were?
It looks like he says they were millennials. So whatever millennial is defined to be, what is millennial? Like
it means kids born
18 or so to 30?
It means kids that are born near the year 2000, like anywhere between 19 and 95 and date.
Probably in their 20s.
People that
that's
they
what I said,
grew up
probably
in the
18,
below.
19, up to about maybe 30, close to 30.
Yeah, but the real chapter is that you were born near the millennium, between 1995 and beyond.
Somewhere around about the year 2000.
Wow. That should be interesting.
Means you grew up on the internet. You
Right.
grew up on all the,
all the young yuppie stuff.
all the electronic. Yeah. And you walk around and act like you know something.
And don't know shiggity, right, Papa?
Shiggity.
Don't let him get started.
They think they
Don't
know
get
it
me
all.
started.
He's sipping on that brown stuff.
Uh-oh.
All right. Yeah. This is the National Day of Tequila today.
Really?
Yeah. Yes, it is. We have
National Tequila Day.
a cocktail of the week coming up, so get ready for that. But
well, we waiting on some more callers because we got another row of shots lined up.
I know that's right.
So
I'm
press
ready.
one so we can get another round.
My salt's about to dry up, so y'all better come on.
Yeah, somebody hit one.
I got my lime ready, my salt ready.
I got extra lime now. I'm ready. The first one was kind of rough.
Right. So if you guys got any questions or comments what we're talking about, hit us up tonight or just check in like the first caller. That was on point. And so we can continue to have our shots for the night. 914-803-4306. And, so we can take our little tequila shots. But
and press one.
I think we're going to take a little station ID break, a little CC break.
Yeah, and while we're doing that, y'all need to go get your tequila because it's National Tequila Day.
I know. And we're going to come back with our top story, Sandra Bland. So if you got any questions or comments on that particular subject, give us a call. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Pajama Party Late Night Adult Talk Show. We've added a new segment to the show called the Kiss It List. Every week, we put people on this list who have done dumb stuff or have been irritating or just gotten on out of your nerves. So we call them out and put them on the Kiss It List, and we tell you why. If you have somebody you want to add to our Kiss It List, hit us on Twitter at @PajamaParty and use hashtag #KissIt, and we'll add them to the list. If you prefer to email your contenders, send them to info@apajamaparty.com. We'll call them out every Friday night at the end of the show, so get those names in. Now, let's get back to the Pajama Party Crew and more of the show. DJ, would you mind turning it up a notch? Oh, how rude. Oh, you're on the Kiss It list.
Yeah, welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD.
Woo!
I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Hey.
We're here every Friday night.
Mhm.
And this is an adult talk show. It's
for the grown and sexy.
For the grown and sexy. It's for the educated consumer.
I know that's right.
To quote an old term from...
Yeah, I was going to say, that's Sims.
Diane Marcy Sims.
Marcy Sims might call in, so you better watch out. You better watch out.
Mm-hmm.
So what you got over there, Papa?
We're going to talk about Sandra Bland. And I want people to mention her name and not she or the young lady, because I'm reading this particular overview of things. I'm going to read the autopsy results that was revealed there was no evidence of homicide. Now, just the title of that alone, you know, when you're doing an autopsy, you're looking to see what's happening with it, how the person died, what's unusual in their body, and what have you. But they have to put down there that it reveals no evidence of homicide. Well, what constitutes homicide? What's really homicide? I mean, somebody could have done something to you internally.
That's true.
Nobody spoke about poison or anything. You know? So, I mean, it's this particular case thinks out loud, okay? And if you are one of those gullible people in the world that believe everything you hear or intake anything you think that got a so-called beginning and a so-called ending, then you are as crazy as this story is. Okay? Then you are just your mind is just a consumer. It's not a processor. The processing aspect of your mind has been eaten up from whatever it is you're doing or however you're living. But if this Sandra Bland story to you does not stink out loud, then I hope it don't happen to one of your family members. That's all I got to say.
Okay.
I mean, you got a situation where a woman was initially pulled over for a traffic violation. They even showed from the dash cam how she changed lanes over without signaling. Now, people do that every day. Now, that road, when she did it, was empty. Nobody was out there, really. Okay, so she made a mistake. And I'm not saying that on the sympathy level of her or what have you, by no stretch of the imagination. I'm speaking on just fairness, okay? Now, when she gets pulled over, this police officer went through the procedures with everything, and then I think the first thing that kicked everything off is when he told her, could you put out the cigarette? Now, you're telling somebody in their car to do something that they do, okay? Could you put the cigarette in the ashtray or whatever? Or if the smoke was bothering you, why didn't you hand the lady the ticket and keep it moving? I'm sure you got other things to do. But then all of a sudden, he tested her and she tested him. And she won. Okay, because she went, you know what I mean? Her verbal attack on him when it came to just all her rights, she was up on everything he was saying. Everything he asked her, she was back quick on the draw. She didn't stutter. And I'm going to speak on this later on my living for the city subject as far as alibis and trying to be nice all the time. You know, every now and then, I know that we have had people say that, oh, well, you know, and they talk in that jigaboo language, professors in college and everybody, when they talk to black people, they talk to us like we're the lamest jigaboos in the world. Well, you know, when you get stopped by a police officer, you know, you need to like just do what you told and just be a step and fetch it and stick a pole up your ass and just don't even let yourself be who you are. You know, but you got to just play this role. Hell, when white folks get stopped, they don't play no roles. The first thing they say, hey, how you doing, sir? Why did I get stopped? And the cop proceeds on telling them. But when we ask the cop, why did we get stopped? First thing they'll say back to us, well, shut up and give me your license, registration, proof of insurance. You know, right off the back, you know, we just getting dogged out. And this has been put in our DNA for years. So now, as a person of color, when you see a cop behind you, you be like, oh, fuck. And you think you're guilty as hell. You may have just took a shower and put on clean drawers, and you think you're guilty. You can have the perfect, you can have just updated your car insurance. Registration could be fresh. Driver's license, you just got a new one good for 4 damn years. And you still paranoid. What's up? Where'd that come from? That's been planted in our DNA, conditioned in our DNA. And we are just like, at some point you say, F that. I'm not with this today. I'm going to be who I am with this cop. And that's how she was that day. Everything he questioned her about, she said, why am I doing this? Why I got to get out of my car? Why? I got pulled over. And when she got out of the car for the first time, she said, all this for traffic violation. You kidding me? Yeah. And at this point now, he was pissed off because his power ego had been tarnished by a black female at that. Okay? And then they called for another female who wasn't nothing but a step and fetch it. She came along. She wasn't no leader. She was a damn follower. And we never even seen her on the film. She over on the side by the tree where the ass whooping started, where he banged her head into the ground and things like that. But she was a strong-ass woman. But the problem is when she got back to the police station, that's when they decided they probably wanted to neutralize that ass. And they had the opportunity to poison, what you call that,
torture?
Anything they could have done back in that prison. And then they said she was hung by a plastic bag. Now, I saw the plastic bag in the trash can. There was one of those little liners. Now, first of all, when I do any kind of yard work or whatever, I buy those yellow construction bags from Home Depot, them black joints. Now, ain't no damn liner going on. That was a big woman, right? She wasn't small, was she? Hell no. She got out and she had a full-size sundress on, tall as hell. You think a little cheap-ass plastic bag going to hold her up? And why didn't somebody show a picture of the ceiling in the jail to show what she wrapped the bag around? All they showed, well, this is the cell. The cell looked like a damn dormitory.
Yeah, it did.
It was big with 3 beds in there and a wall that you can hide behind. And it was just a mess. It's just a mess. The moral of the story is that when you go to Texas, whether you visiting or going out there to live, or any town that's adverse and not up to date, just watch yourself.
You're right about
Watch
that.
yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. I'm not saying put your tail up your ass and act like a punk ass and act like, people are going to just But just know that the crazy people are them. So you're saving yourself from their crazy ass. It's not about you. So I commend her, first of all. My condolences go out to her family completely. I commend her, first of all, for standing her ground. And she whooped his ass, like they said, the power of the pen. The pen is mightier than the sword. Her voice and her dialogue and her attitude as a black woman was much more stronger than anything he had on his waistline. And he had a gun, he had a taser, he had a billy club. All that was no match to her strong black voice. She whooped his ass verbally, and that's why he was so fucking pissed off.
There you go.
Okay? Now you can take it for yourself. Give me a call, 914-803-4306. You want to rebuttal it or what have you? But verbally, she whooped his ass. He couldn't take it. So when he got back to the damn jail cell, and then they're going to have nerve to say in the autopsy report that they found, marijuana in her system. Give me a break. Yeah. People in Colorado and Denver are becoming millionaires off of marijuana, where it's totally legal. Washington State, Washington, D.C., hell, we're in D.C. now. I can go out there to a friend's house and get zooted if I wanted to, legally. It'll be in my system. It don't mean she had marijuana when she got stopped. And she only been in town for 3 days. Hell, she probably had a going-away party when she left Chicago area. Marijuana's in her system. What is that? You trying to put some sprinkle on the, some sprinkles on the sprinkles?
Well, they did the same thing with Trayvon Martin.
Exactly. Oh, yeah.
So what?
I tell you what. Why are you doing this? Why don't you tell me what was in Robin Williams' system? Okay?
Watch out now.
What was Robin Williams on? Because all he did was committed suicide. He had a funeral. We love him, yada, yada, yada. His Hollywood career, yada, yada, yada. Case closed.
They're not going to talk about that.
Want you to pull his piss out.
They're not going to talk about that.
And I'm not trying to be controversial. I'm not trying to be radical. I'm speaking with intelligence and intellect. Don't get it twisted.
All right now.
Okay? Don't get it twisted. But there's been many people, Kurt Cobain, the rock and roll star. What was in his system? I mean, it's a mess.
I think they just grasping at straws because they are considering this a homicide. That's the last thing that
this stuff. All you can do is
they've ruled it a suicide.
All you can do is give this to God. You know what they did when they went in that place. See, what the problem is that people go in there and they're acting all tough, but you only get one chance to die. And when that young lady died in that cell, and now they're sitting there with a 138 to 45 pound dead body on their hands. Now all the idiots in there are looking at each other with stupidity, and now they all trying to figure out how we all going to get together and come up with a story to cover our dumb asses. Okay? That's the whole system.
But I think they feel justified because, like you said, the place where it is a small town, and they probably racist as hell, and they said, okay, she got her just due, and that's probably how they feel. Yeah. They don't give a rat's rabbit's ass, like you just said. They don't care. So they're going to, like you said, figure out a way how to cover things. So I think the trooper is on administrative leave.
Yeah.
Probably with pay.
Yeah. That's what gets me. Why are you giving him a free vacation?
Yeah, but one thing that's beautiful about life, though, in the eyes of God, the truth will always come to the light.
Yes, it will.
Truth will set you free.
And it may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but somebody's going to crack and somebody's going to break, as God is my witness.
Oh, for sure.
The truth will come to the light.
It's a matter of time.
I don't care whether you're inside of a cell, behind a door, or in whatever. Anything you do that's crooked, and God don't like ugly.
No, He don't.
So this situation here, and all the people that's going down with this situation, when that film was enough, even as Redwine was saying, with the editing of things.
Yeah, that was
when
great.
They showed the editing, there was cars disappearing in the film. I'm like, now who the hell? What numbskull? I mean, this,
why are you going to edit a dash cam video and then release it?
And
let people see that it was clearly a bad edit.
Cars were disappearing. A car went by and then it vanished.
Yeah, it's like in the middle of the street. It was like a genie just blinked and the car disappeared.
And you go, well, that was because of such and such. I mean, the privilege of some people in this world, we won't go on color. We'll just go on the privileges of some people, and you know who you are. Your privileges have been revoked as far as I'm concerned. Okay? You need to understand now there's time for you to get in line like the rest of us. The backstage pass is no longer good.
All right.
Okay? You need to get in line like everybody else. The fancy stuff, come on, you can't do it no more because you have abused your power.
There you go.
And now the world has come to see things in a different way. There's different lights going on today. There are people now dating other people. There are same-sex marriages. There's different things going on in the world. The 8-track is gone. And you be hard-pressed trying to find one.
Oh,
you be hard-pressed trying to find a cassette.
Who done murdered the 8-track?
Okay, I love the 8-track. And the reel-to-reel.
Not the reel-to-reel.
The reel-to-reel.
Oh.
Where's the reel-to-reel?
Who murdered
or a damn boom box. Things are gone.
Right.
All that stuff you had, privileges and whatever you had going on, there's new people in town these days.
Right.
And they got technology up the yin yang.
But we still got VCRs, right?
Well, this small town, apparently they don't see that, but
because that's the life they live in. They live the convenience of their convenience, and they think they got the corner marketed from when you come into town till you leave their town, and they'll scope everything in between.
Right.
But not only did you disrespect this black female going through there, but you killed her. And now everything you do will come to the light. So now your town is not only on notice, but your town has been celebrated as saying, wow. And all the people out there that keep listening to stuff on the news, you believe in that crap, you need to check yourself. Stop being neutralized the way I know like I said, I'm going to talk about it later. I'm not going to take too much time here. But I like to say, from all of us at the Pajama Party, our full condolences to the Sandra Bland family. We're sorry for your loss. And we hope that you get past this with Godspeed.
All right.
Okay.
Well, after that, we're going to take a little CC break.
Yep.
We're going to take a break. And,
we got the refill. So hit us up tonight, 914-803-4306.
And press 1.
Press 1. If you already listened to us via phone, you just press 1 on your phone, and you'll be locked into the queue.
Right.
And you can call us and talk about what you want to talk about. We're going to take a small break. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is Poppa DD. Join me on Friday nights live at the Pajama Party Adult Online Radio Talk Show. And don't miss my segment called Living for the City and What's Poppin'.
Hey, and join me. This is Redwine with the long stem, and I've got the hot topics in my commentary called I'm Just Saying. And don't forget the cocktail of the week for me, Ketel with the yellow top. I got the Hollywood wrap-up along with Weird News. And don't forget, we've got the kisser list. That's for the people who get on our last nerves and you want us to call them out.
So join us on Blog Talk Radio for the Pajama Party.
Every Friday night at 9 p.m. on the East Coast and 6 p.m. on the West Coast.
Go to apajamaparty.com to listen online or follow us on Twitter at apajamaparty.
Call us live, 914-803-4306. And don't forget to press 1.
Now let's get back to the show.
Hey, what happened to the snack tray?
Or the bartender.
Does he want to see my slippers?
I'll call it room service.
Yeah, welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir.
All right. And we're going to get into our hit it and quit it headlines.
And who are we, Papa?
We are the...
Pajama Party Crew.
We're the Fantastic Three.
And what we do every week, Papa?
Every week we set it off.
Yes.
Right here at the Adult Night Party.
Shot.
Call in. Every time somebody calls in tonight, we're going to take a drink of tequila because today is National Tequila Day. So if you call in, we're going to sip. We got a big old bottle of tequila here we can drink. Call in and just say hello so we can have a drink.
All right.
Ketel, you got something going on with the...
Spain ends marriage for 14-year-olds.
14-year-olds.
Spain has raised the minimum age for marriage from 14 to 16. Ooh. Haven't had the lowest marrying age in Europe. Interesting. Before the age was raised, boys and girls could marry at the age of 14 with the permission of a judge. The change comes only months after the government raised the age of consent from 13 to 16. So the government announced its intentions to alter the law in April of 2013, and it just went into effect yesterday.
Wow.
The move was welcomed by officials from UNICEF and children's rights groups in Spain. I bet it was.
Yeah, I bet.
But it says the legal age of marriage in Europe, in Estonia, with the court's consent, is 15. In Germany, UK, Italy, and others is 16. And France and Belgium, Sweden, and others are 18. Huh. Spain. Interesting.
So you can't get married at 14.
Not anymore.
In Spain anymore.
Got to be 16.
Well, somebody finally woke up and came to their senses.
Is that what it was?
I mean, 14, really. That's 14-year-olds know about getting married.
I know.
They don't even know who they are. They aren't even grown.
I know that's right.
Good grief.
Well,
I got one. Another merger. You know how these healthcare companies, it's like they play Pac-Man. They just go around and gobble each other up. So now you got Anthem. They're trying to buy Cigna.
Wow.
For $48 billion in a deal that would create one of the nation's largest health insurers based on enrollment numbers, and that would cover about 53 million patients in the United States. They are just getting too big for their britches.
And Cigna, they're a healthcare company?
Yeah, that's healthcare. So in just 3 weeks, starting with Aetna's $35 billion bid for Humana that happened on July 3rd, they're basically altering the landscape of United States healthcare. And it's like a buying frenzy going on. So now it's coming down to the last big five is about to come down to or end up being the last three. Like somebody said long time ago that all these big companies are going to end up being three.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, it's starting to happen with the healthcare.
I don't know what that might be.
I don't know. Some guy we know.
Papa!
Yeah, some guy we know.
Okay.
So this deal was announced today, actually.
Wow.
And the value is $54.2 billion, and that's including buying their debt.
Jesus.
So they're saying that there are some advantages to a consolidation like this, that it would give the company more leverage in negotiating their pricing and rates and all with other providers, doctors and things like that. So I don't know whether or not that's going to be passed on to the patient or not.
Wow.
I have a feeling it won't, but they're saying that that's one of the bigger advantages to this merger. So
did it say what their debt was that they're incurring?
Let's see. It says that they, I see the shares have gone up.
Wow.
The shares were valued at $103. Now they're valued at $188 per share.
Can't beat that.
So if you were a shareholder, you just made some money.
All right.
You had more than one or two shares.
No, that's a good thing. We need the Pajama Party to invest in some health care, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know which one because they keep buying each other.
Keep gobbling each other up.
I know, the Pac-Man attack.
But I guess either way you can't lose,
I guess so.
Your stock or whatever is going to go up, yeah. 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, so it's like they just shuffling people. Some of the board members are moving from one company to the other, and
right.
I don't know how they keep up with all this stuff.
Yeah, I know that's right.
All I know is I'd like to see my insurance go down, not up.
Yeah, I think we all would.
Yeah, they could help us all out by giving everybody a break. How about that?
They should give us a check. All these stocks and stuff are going up. We should get a little residual check. What do you think?
Okay. Well, when you get that other check with the, what was it, 40 acres and a mule, and the reparations check, put it on the list with all that.
I know that's right. Okay. What you got over there, Papa?
Well, I have an old story that I'll keep it brief because I abused my time with Sandra Bland.
That's all right. She deserved it.
Yeah, she deserved it.
She deserved the time.
A&P.
I haven't heard that one in a while.
A&P is a supermarket. There was an old joke. They said, there's no bathroom at Acme Market. I got to go next door to A&P. Anyway, that's an old joke. Old joke. Anyway, them jokers are still in business, man. I don't know what they're doing. Their real name is Great Atlantic and Pacific Tea Company. Now, where the hell?
Selling tea?
I guess Atlantic and Pacific must be the key words in there. Great Atlantic and Pacific Tea Company, better known as A&P. They filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, protecting them for the second time in 5 years.
and said they were having discussions with buyers to buy some of their stores. Now, see, the reason why they're still in business, is because, like I was telling Redwine, that ownership, when you're going to start a business or restaurant or something, ownership is key. Now, these people brought a bunch of, they own their supermarkets. A lot of people nowadays are leasing and things of this nature. Now, they've been in business for 156 years.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? So if you know AMP, that you've been hearing that name AMP for, my goodness. They hired this investment group to oversee their bankruptcy. They have assets and liabilities for all their stores that total more than $1 billion.
Wow.
Okay? And they say they're in talk with Acme Markets, and Acme Markets is mostly up the northern area, New York and Philadelphia and stuff like that. Now, Acme Markets owns Safeway.
Wow.
How about that?
I didn't know that.
And Shoppers and ShopRite and stuff like that. That's all owned by Acme Market.
Okay.
So, anyway, they're right now they're in negotiations to level things off and talking to Wall Street about their different all their assets and things of this nature. It's a lot going on. But the whole thing in a nutshell is that AMP has filed for bankruptcy because there's so many things out there now. Whole Foods, what's some of the places we see in D.C. right around here? Yes Market, the other place,
Wegmans.
Wegmans,
organic something. Organic Market.
Mom's Organic. You got the other place called Harris Teeter and things like that. All these little yuppies.
What's the other one?
Trader Joe's.
And the other place, Whole Foods. I mean, the competition is fierce. So the old school jokers is meeting the new school jokers.
That's what
and it's a big battle.
Yeah.
So, it's crazy. So.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I guess we won't invest in AMP then, huh?
No, but we do have to get.
We better invest in Whole Foods or Harris Teeter or somebody else.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, that's my story on that.
Okay. I got one more. Hackers threaten to expose secrets of 37 million Ashley Madison users. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Ashley Madison. It says hackers are threatening to leak the personal details. Put the tequila down, right?
No, pick it up.
Okay. Hackers, they are threatening to leak the personal details of more than 37 million users of adultery site called AshleyMadison.com.
It's an adultery website.
After claiming they broke into the site system. So the intruders claim to have broken into the database and financial records on the systems belonging to Avid Life Media, which owns Ashley Madison. And it goes on to say the chief executive officer, he says, "We apologize for this unprovoked and criminal intrusion into our customers' information," which also they also own sites of Cougar Life and Established Men.
Oh, not Cougar Life.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So he says, at this time we have been able to secure our sites and close the unauthorized access points. We are working with law enforcement agencies which are investigating this criminal act. It's a criminal act for them to hack it, but it's also, isn't it a criminal act to, do adultery also? So, yeah.
And then put it on a website?
See what I'm saying?
I don't get it.
So the hackers have said they will release real names, credit card details, and secret sexual fantasy information on millions of Ashley Madison users unless their demands are met. These people are serious.
So they're holding this website hostage.
Yeah, so many words. So it goes on to say the Ashley Madison, if for $19, Ashley Madison users are told they can completely erase their profiles. A feature that can come in handy when covering up activity on dating services for extramarital affairs. Come on now. What, God don't like ugly. I'm just saying. Come on now. Y'all would think eventually something would happen. Come on now.
I am.
And they're not going. They're telling they ain't erasing nothing.
Right. And it's probably somebody that somebody had an affair with and they got mad or something, or, husband or wife.
But something's going to go awry after a while.
Come on now.
I don't even know why anybody would join a website like that where anything like this could happen and you get busted.
37 million people? That's a lot.
It's a whole lot of adultery out here.
It sure is.
Yes,
And that's just the registered stuff that's on that website.
I'm just not understanding. Why you have to go on the website to go do it? Why can't your ass go out there, somewhere else and do it your own damn self?
I don't understand.
They say if you want to do something, you better do it by your damn self, right?
But what is this, a hookup place for other adulterers to meet up?
Yes, on the site.
I don't know.
You pay $19 a month just for that.
Well, I hope they thought it was worth it. Then for $20, your life is ruined.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna keep moving. We're gonna take a little CC break. You all right over there, Papa?
Yeah, I'm good.
Need another shot?
He looked kind of disturbed about that story.
No, I'm good.
You weren't on that website, were you,
Uh-oh.
They can put your business out.
I'm good.
Okay.
This is National Tequila Day, so we sitting here waiting to take another shot. We waiting for callers to call in. Hit us up at, what's the number, Papa?
914-803-4306.
If you're already online with us or on the phone with us, just press 1, and we'll see that
you... finger on the 1.
Yeah, take the phone off your ear or off the table. And press 1.
Just check in.
Just check in.
Yeah.
You ain't got to give your real name.
You say it's what I say? Ashley Madison.
Hey, this is Joe.
Yeah.
This is Ashley Madison.
You can say I'm
from the pool. Checking in.
This is Jack. I'm calling from the Beanstalk.
Hey, all right, we got one. Y'all get ready. It's shot time. Let's get this caller. Caller, you're live on the Pajama Party Show. What's your comment?
How you doing? This is Veneric Marshall from California, originally from Philly.
Okay, what's going on?
Calling from LA Talk Live Radio. What's up?
All right.
All right, good to have you on board with us.
Yeah, how you doing?
How's everything?
Pretty good. I've been listening to you off and on since you started the show. Did I miss out from the shots of tequila? Do you have to still take shots of tequila? Or that's over?
Yeah, we about to do it right now.
We sure are.
Every time we get a caller, we take a shot.
Today is National Tequila Day, so break out your...
Shot.
Okay.
So whip out your Patron, your 1800, your Wine Cuervo, whatever you have. You got any tequila in the stash over there?
No, man. I'm at the point in my life right now, Brother Ron. I have to have a reason to drink now. I don't have a reason to drink anymore, so I'm always a designated driver.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for checking in, caller. Appreciate it. Just keep listening.
Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate the call.
All right,
thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. So that's the West Coast by way of Philly.
I know that's right. All right.
We're going to hear a word from one of our sponsors.
Sounds good to us.
And then we're coming back with
Papa.
What's poppin'?
Uh-oh.
All right, we'll be right back.
Do you have unruly children? Do they misbehave in school and get bad grades? Are timeouts completely ineffective? Are you scared to spank them because they might have you arrested? What they need is a new school where discipline is number one and education is secondary. What they need is...
Whoop That Ass Academy.
Here at the
Whoop That Ass Academy,
we don't have discipline problems. Know why? We're privately owned and we do what we want. And when kids get out of hand,
we whoop that ass.
Timeout is for football games. When kids want to show off, we don't give them a timeout. We just
whoop that ass.
We don't make a kid stand in the corner. That's by house plan. When one of our kids gets out of order, we snatch him out of that classroom and
whoop that ass.
Here at WTA Academy, we make sure they learn the basics of reading and writing, math, and science. But above all else, they learn discipline. This is what will keep your kids out of jail. Make the world a better place. Sometimes you gotta whoop
that ass.
And we do. Here at WTA Academy, our motto is, we care enough to whoop
that ass.
They may not read and write too well, but they'll act like they've got sense because we
whoop that ass.
So bring your kids on down to
Whoop That Ass Academy.
We'll get them straight.
Welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir.
All right.
What you got, Papa?
Woo, it's time for What's Poppin'.
This is
oh boy.
Yeah, I want to take it down a little bit and talk something a little more civilized, you know. You know, I was going out to an appointment down in the Richmond area over the last couple of days, and I was on 95, and I noticed what I've been noticing for the last 10 years, easy, was road construction. Now, I'm trying to figure out, and like I always say, when it comes to racism, I don't look for the racism, I look for who's taking advantage of it. And when it comes to construction, I don't look for the construction, I'm looking who's making money off of that. I mean, these roads have been closed forever. I mean, all around the DMV area, as they call it. I'm not from this area, but all around the DMV area, all around, they got this big project in Silver Springs with this metro, something called the Silver Line or something. That's been in construction for a gazillion years. Mm-hmm. And you got something else going on over here, and they building houses everywhere. Where are people getting the money for this stuff? I mean, houses, they building, and in the Maryland area, they got stuff called town centers. Every area got a town center, and they building all this construction. What the? My question is, damn, construction workers are getting paid. They getting paid. And like I said, I don't want to elaborate on it. I want to respect our time. But, man, and even over if you ride through D.C. early in the morning, over by the 8th Street area where they're revitalizing 8th Street, they're building this big old area. I think that's going to be the catalyst of everything. They got the different trolley cars out there now, but in the middle of 8th Street, they got this big hole, and they're building this big building. I don't know what it is exactly, but on the back street, which is I, because, you know, D.C. is like the alphabet. I don't know whose idea that was, but HIJKLMNOPQRST, U Street for the chicken D's. Anyway, on the back of 8th Street, there's I Street, and that's where all the construction workers park at. And if you roll through there around 7 o'clock in the morning or so, it is loaded with construction workers going to build this big building on 8th Street. On the other side, it's road construction. And they got to be pulling up rats and all kind of stuff. I think I've had people tell me that once they put that thing in the ground, even when they built that National Harbor, I've had talk and rumors saying that once they broke ground on that, the rats just went running wild. Mm-hmm. Okay? So I'm telling you, it's a mess. I mean, and D.C. does have a reputation for them little gray critters. I'm not saying that to disrespect the town because, I mean, I love it in the D.C. area. You know, it's very good up here. Or down here, or wherever you are, up or down. But, you know, just to keep it short, the construction around here in the DMV area is ridiculous. And I'm sure they must be unearthing a lot of crap because I've never seen an area where they cut down so many trees. And cutting down trees used to be illegal at one time, wasn't it? You used to have to do it in the dark or something. Wake up in the morning and say, oh, damn, wasn't there a tree there? Now trees are being cut down like it ain't nothing.
In your face.
In your face. So tonight what's popping is in DMV area, if you're riding through, if you're going long distance, if you're going to Miami or let's say Orlando and you decide to drive or whatever, the biggest problem you're going to have is between D.C. and Richmond. After that, you're rolling. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that's all I got for tonight.
All right.
That's what's popping.
I know that's right. All right. Well, we're going to keep it rolling.
All right. We're rolling on with the weird news.
Yeah, I know that's right.
All my weirdo buddies.
Uh-huh.
What they've been doing this week.
Okay. Well, I got a crazy one here. The bison injures woman posing for selfie at Yellowstone. Another one bites the dust. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, boy.
In Yellowstone National Park, officials are warning tourists to keep their distance after a bison flipped a woman into the air as she posed for a selfie with the massive beast.
He flipped her in the air?
Phew. The dangerous encounter was the 5th run-in between park goers in Buffalo this year. Park officials said the 43-year-old, now she knows better, from Mississippi.
Well, maybe not.
What does she do now?
Woman turned her back on the animal to get a photo with it near the Ferry Falls.
Oh, my God.
Trail
trying to get a selfie
outside of Old Faithful. Someone nearby saw the woman and her daughter about 6 yards from the animal and warned they were too close just before, just before the bison hit them.
And she said, I'll be all right. I just want to get this selfie.
Mhm. They tried to run, but the bison caught the woman and tossed her with his head.
Buffalo. That's a buffalo, right?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The woman said they knew they were doing something wrong.
So she knew better.
But thought it was okay because other people were nearby.
And she thought that buffalo cared that other people were nearby.
Nope, people are getting way too close.
Ooh-wee.
It says in a separate incident earlier this year, bison gored a 68-year-old woman and a 16-year-old girl and tossed an off-trail teenager and an Australia tourist in the air. 5 bison encounters resulting in injuries is unusual during a tourist season. But
sound like those bison are getting fired up.
Yeah, they're getting tired.
Yeah.
I don't want no more daggone selfies.
Yeah.
So get the heck
They
away
go
from
ahead,
me.
snap that flash one more daggone time.
Mhm. It says they typically have 1 or 2 a year, and they've had 5 already in this year.
And it's only half the year.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, I think they got a mission.
Stay out of Yellowstone and stay away from the bison.
Stop taking selfies with animals.
That's
people.
what I'm trying to tell you.
If you want to take a picture, stand back and take a picture.
Yeah. Well, what you got over there, Redwine?
Well, I got one about this cyclist that started a fire up in out in Idaho.
Mhm.
A pooping cyclist, mind you.
Mhm.
Now, when this mountain biker was riding through the foothills of Boise, Idaho, he had to go to the bathroom, but there wasn't one nearby. So his solution was to go down into a ravine and take care of his business down in this little, like a crevice area in the mountains. The consequences ended up being dramatic, though. What happened was he ended up taking care of his business. He took some toilet paper, and after he finished wiping himself, he decided to set the toilet paper on fire, trying to dispose of it, and the spark got away and caused this huge brush fire. And they said that thing burned up 73 acres of brush and grass in the foothills, all because he's trying to burn up some boo-boo toilet paper.
Are you serious?
Yes. And I'm thinking, dude, how about next time just put it in a bag and take it with you? He tried to burn it up, and it ended up, a spark popped and got on that dry grass, and before you know it, that thing just went whoosh. So he's trying to stomp it and put it out and everything, and he couldn't control it. So then they had to get the people come out there and try to put the fire out, and he did confess. I guess he could have run, but he was probably too scared, and he confessed and said, I did it. They said that they said they don't get many fires like that, maybe once every 10 years.
Oh, wow.
So they're saying that he would be cited for the fire, and he might get a fine of up to $250.
Wow.
And he might have to pay for the firefighting cost. And we're talking 73 acres of brush.
Are you serious?
That could be a lot more than $250.
I guess he won't poop no more.
Big dummy.
You got to poop and scoop.
Yeah.
What you got over there, Papa?
Well, I got 100 miles away from Philadelphia in Washingtonville, Pennsylvania. It's like one of them towns that when you got when your car insurance is I was raised in Pennsylvania. When you got a lousy driving record, they insure you one of them insurance companies way up in Washingtonville. It's got some old name called Trust Insurance or something.
Whack insurance.
Yeah, those are the people they send all the derelicts and everybody to get. Anyway, up there in Washingtonville, Pennsylvania, state troopers said they had to use a rope to corral a man off of a tractor. He was on a big lawnmower tractor driving drunk.
Wow.
And he had a box of beer next to him while he was driving the tractor down the road.
Boy.
Okay, they had a newspaper called the Daily Item reported a 25-year-old now.
It's too young for that.
What are you doing with all these problems at 25 years old? 25 years. His name was Tyler Anish. He was also threatened the trooper after he was arrested on July 13th while driving his tractor in Montour County, which is about 100 miles northwest of Philadelphia. Police received a call that night about the agitated man driving a lawnmower down the street and making threats. They responded. They could smell alcohol on his breath and saw him stumble when he got down off the big tractor. Mm-hmm. Authorities said his blood alcohol content was 0.21%, and that's more than twice the legal limit for drivers. He was arrested on the DUI, and they confiscated his tractor.
So I'm trying to understand now. Was it unlawful for him to ride the tractor in the street, or was it unlawful for him to carry the beer? Which one?
I think they got him on all counts.
And then talking trash to him after that. Yeah. With his
and they had to get him down with a rope. He wouldn't come down. They had to throw a rope on him like
they did. Lasso the man.
Lasso the man down.
Off the track. They were at the rodeo. Wow. What you got over there, Redwine?
Oh, we got one more. This guy, Yuri Milner, bet $100 million that we are not alone in the universe.
No shit, Sherlock.
Really. He has a new initiative that he announced today in London. He's a well-known Russian tech investor, and he is going to spend $100 million to discover whether or not intelligent life exists beyond planet Earth. He held a conference today with a lot of other big-name theoretical physicists.
Was Trump there?
He mentioned Trump, but no, Trump wasn't there. But Professor Stephen Hawking was there. You know, the physicist that has the voice box that's wheelchair-bound?
Right.
He was there. And this was at the Royal Society in London. And they were talking about they were going to have this, their effort, they're calling it the Breakthrough Listen. So they're saying that it's low probability but a high impact experiment. So they're spending, this man, Milner, is spending $100 million to figure out whether or not there's any intelligent life anywhere else other than Earth.
Okay, so this really sounds like he's a millionaire or he's a billionaire?
Well, he's spending $100 million to do this, so I'm thinking he's probably more than a millionaire.
Okay, so this billionaire, he has nothing else to do with his daggone money. He is bored as hell.
He must.
Am I right, Papa?
That's right.
He's got to be. Who doesn't know this? He didn't look at the Roswell films?
I guess not.
He doesn't know that we are not here alone?
He's saying that he wants to figure out whether or not somebody else may be transmitting to us and figure out how to interpret the signal, if such a signal exists. They haven't even proven that there is any such transmission.
I'm going to give him proof. He can look at the pyramids, and he can look at that crazy stuff that they do in the cornfields. That's enough.
Yeah, that kind of makes you think somebody did it.
Yeah.
And as far as whether there be intelligent life even here on Earth, if you look at the news, I'm starting to question that.
I know.
I'm just saying.
A lot of crazies. You're right. That sounds like, what's the Men in Black? Kind of reminds me of that. You know, people have a facade or in disguise. It wouldn't surprise me at all. You know.
And that movie, the first movie, The Howling, I think it's called. Remember that movie called The Howling? The first one.
Oh, okay.
When the people were eating red meat and they were
crazy.
That movie was, it was crazy. They were cannibals.
Oh, no.
And they showed them at the restaurant, and
it was crazy.
That movie called The Howling.
No, I didn't watch that.
If
first one, it was very real.
The Howling, the first one, or Men in Black, give us a call so we can take another tequila shot too.
Yeah.
At 914-803-4306.
And press 1.
Yeah.
If you already listened, just press 1 on your phone. And today is National Tequila Day, and we have a bottle of tequila here on the table. And anytime anybody calls in, we're taking a shot. We've taken 2 shots already. And
was it 2?
Yeah.
That's
you might have had 3.
No.
You cheating over there, Redwine.
I just can't count. That's
So give us a call because I need something to chase this Heineken with. Anyway.
I know that's right. All right. Well, we're going to take a little CC break, and we're going to come right back.
It's another Friday night at the Pajama Party Show, and we're here with our PJs on because you know we don't allow clothes in here. If you enjoyed the Pajama Party Show, why not invite a friend or tell a neighbor to tune in right now? Go ahead and text them. I'll wait. Tell them to call us right now at 914-803-4306. And if they want to join in on the conversation, tell them to press 1 so that we'll know they have something to say. We'd love to meet your neighbors, friends, and relatives. So send them a text, email them, or call them up and tell them to join us for the Pajama Party live on Blog Talk Radio. The more the merrier. Or is it Misery Loves Company? Or whichever. Tell them to call us up on 914-803-4306 if they just want to listen, or press 1 if you want to join the conversation. Now let's get back to the crew and more of the Pajama Party show while I try to find out who hid the belt from my robe. I tell you the truth. Y'all know you're so wrong for that.
Welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine. All right. Anyway,
1 2 minutes.
This is just for if you just tune in. The Pajama Party is an adult night party and talk show that we do every Friday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, 8 o'clock Central.
Don't go there every time.
7 o'clock Mountain Time and 6 o'clock West Coast Time.
Mm-hmm. He got it right. Oh, wow.
Thank you. CP time is 9:15.
You're going to miss out on a lot of hot topics.
CP time is 9:15.
Uh-huh.
And if you want to know what CP time is, ask one of your black friends. They'll tell you all about it. Anyway, we got Redwine coming up with the I'm Just Saying segment.
Put me in, Coach. Put me in.
He said, put me in, Coach. Go ahead, Redwine. What you got to say? What's your
Tonight, I'm just saying, it's my diner, and I'll yell if I want to. Okay? Did you hear about the diner owner in Portland, Maine, who yelled at a customer's toddler? Well, as the story goes, the toddler had been yelling and crying for almost like 40 minutes, nonstop, and the parents had been asked to take the child outside, calm the child down, etc., but they didn't do it. So after 40 minutes of the child yelling, the owner, Marcy, went over to the family and yelled using some colorful, inappropriate language, and she told the kid, "This needs to stop." And the kid stopped crying.
Oh.
But the parents were pissed, because now they're mad that this lady came over there and yelled at their kid. So apparently her tone of voice scared the crap out of the crying child.
You need to hire her.
So then the internet almost broke with people making comments about the story. Frankly, I'm Team Marcy, who is the owner of the diner. It's her business and she has to run it. A diner is usually small as it is, so to have a child crying while you're trying to enjoy your meal is more than irritating. I'm just saying, I'm not mad at Marcy. I would probably be at my wit's end and yell at that kid too. I can't take a whole lot of crying like that. Little kids have a way of crying in a key that reaches a really high pitch, and sometimes it's enough to make your inner ears bleed if you're not careful. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love kids, I really do, but I cannot tolerate all that crying at close range, all that wailing and whining and all of that. It is too much. And it's up to the parents to calm those kids down when you take them out, especially when you're in a restaurant. That has got to be the worst place to let your kids go buck wild. Now, when you take a kid out to a restaurant, you need to bring things to entertain them, people. Things like coloring books, reading books, toys, soft, quiet toys, okay? Not loud things that bang and clang and make noise. You need to have something that they can play with to occupy them until the food comes, and that they can play with when they finish eating, because chances are they will finish before you do. I cannot stand it when people let their kids run around in the restaurant and disturb everybody else. They're being totally rude and disrespectful, and I don't care whether it's a fast food, chicken, or burger joint, or whether you're at a white tablecloth, high-end restaurant. If you can't control your kids, you need to eat at home and let them terrorize you and the rest of your family in the privacy of your house. I did not pay my money and get dressed up to go out to eat only to be accosted and attacked by your wild children who have no respect for me or the restaurant. I think Marcy was within her rights to yell at that family. She only did what everybody in there wanted to do but was too scared to do. And she owns that place, and it's her job to ensure that her customers have a pleasurable experience while in her establishment. Now, if one family is destroying that experience, then, frankly, they need to go. Cut and dry is that simple.
Now, Marcy offered them to-go boxes to get them out of there, but no, they didn't want that. They wanted to stay. So when Marcy had finally had enough of that child screaming, she just went off. So maybe she could have approached it differently, but I'm still not mad at her. People need to get a grip on their kids when you take them out to eat. I remember once being at this Italian restaurant and watching this young couple with their toddler who was obviously bored sitting in his little high chair. These people did not appear to have any toys for the kid to play with. So these two Einsteins gave the kid a fork and a knife to play with. Not a plastic one, but the metal ones that you have in the restaurant. I was shocked that they thought it was okay for this little kid to play with an actual metal fork and knife, that he could poke his eye out, cut somebody, hurt somebody. Then he's banging on the tray, banging on a glass and all of that. Frankly, I wanted to go over there like Marcy and yell at that kid and say that's enough. The only thing that was helping the situation is that he wasn't crying because he was so occupied with the daggone fork and the knife. His parents were sitting over there laughing and talking. They weren't even paying him any mind. So finally I decided I don't want to watch this, because if this kid hurts himself, I don't want to be a witness called into court to testify for either the parents or the restaurant. So I said, let me get the check and get the heck up out of here. And then I did make a point to say something to the manager and say, by the way, I don't know if you noticed it, but that little kid over there has a fork and a knife in his hand playing with it. You might want to do something about it. And that numbskull manager was like, well, yeah, okay. And I thought, you know what? It's really time to go. So when I see stuff like that, all I can do is shake my head. So I'm just saying, if you don't want your kids to get yelled at by me or by Marcy or anybody else, get your kids under control when you take them out to eat. And if you can't do that, eat at home. This is Redwine, and I'm just saying.
Right now, I heard that.
It doesn't make sense.
Mm-mm.
Let these kids run wild like that.
That's true. So I hope they're not trying to sue the lady or anything like that, are they?
No, they just made a big stink about it. And they're trying to, run this woman's name and restaurant down all over the internet and stuff. I feel like, you know what, if you didn't want anybody to yell at you, then you should have let your kid yell at everybody in there.
That's true. You're right about that.
That's deep.
So, yeah. I'm done. Drop the mic.
Look, we're going to toast to that.
Okay.
All right.
To Marcy. Your thing, Marcy. Don't be scared. We got your back.
Right.
All right, Ketel, what's going on in Ketel's Corner tonight?
Well, as we said earlier, it's National Tequila Day. So every time we get callers, they call in, they dial 914-803-4306 and press 1.
Got to press 1.
We have a shot. Okay. This book is by Joel Osteen. It's called 8 Deniable Qualities of a Winner. And he really breaks it down. The 8 qualities are: keep your vision in front of you. That means you should keep something in front of you, even if it's a symbolic item to remind you of what you are believing for. He says, release your faith in a big way. God will supersize your vision, and I believe that. As they say in the Bible, 10 times fold. Use the power of your imagination. 2, run your race. That means run with a purpose. Take control of your happiness. Don't play the puppet. Fly with those who lift you up and thrust you forward. That means don't play with no deadbeaters. Mm-hmm. You ain't got time.
Okay.
Expect good things. That means upgrade your expectations. Don't let negative expectations limit your life. Also, 4, have a positive mindset. That means set your mind to positivity. Keep the right perspective. Set your mind to victory. And focus on the positive. 5, commit to excellence. Always, always commit to excellence. I'm number 1. That's how you got to think of things. not 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm number 1. Keep growing. Number 7, serve others. I think 85 to 90% of the reason that we're here on this earth is to serve others. And the other 15%, is for ourselves. And last but not least, stay passionate. You got to stay passionate on, what your dreams, expectations, what your goals are. You got to keep your eyes on the prize. And that's what Joel Osteen says. His new book. It's called You Can, You Will. And he breaks it down, 8 deniable qualities of a winner. So keep your eyes on the prize and give life all you got.
All right.
That's Ketel's Corn.
There it is. Good job.
Thank you. All right. We're going to keep it moving?
Keep it moving.
What you got, Papa?
Well, let's see.
Living for the city.
Living for the city. Whew, tonight I want to talk about, and I'll keep it brief, about being nice. It's hard. It's really hard.
It's hard to be nice.
It's hard to be nice. I always say it's only 2 free people in the world. All right? Two groups of people that are free in this world. That's a white man and a black woman. Okay, always remember that. And this is the reason why the situation with Sandra Bland got out of hand like it did. Because there's 2 free species in this world. Out of every other species in the planet, well, there's only 2 species. Well, it's 4 species. Let's say, I wouldn't say species. There's 4 differentials of people. As the black woman and the white man are the only 2 differentials of the human species that are totally free to do what they want to do and be who they want to be. Everybody else has to walk with a level of scrutiny. Black men completely and white women completely. Black men and white women are basically, I wouldn't say made for each other. When I say made for each other, I don't mean relationship-wise. I'm just saying that they're in the same boat. People trust them to a point based on stigmas of the past. Okay, so white women are dealing with just as much stuff as black men are dealing with. Believe me. The only 2 free aspects are the black woman, remember that, black women, and white men, remember that, white men. You 2 are free. That way, that's the reason why that whole Sandra Bland thing got out of hand, because we talking about 2 people that have no worries in this world. That's why Sandra Bland was able to be herself and let herself be free, because she didn't fear that man at all. And that man didn't fear her at all, because they both are free. And this is why they escalated the way that they did. But to say that we always have to be nice, if you hear different people, professors and analytical psychologists, well, when the police pull you over, you gotta act like you gotta show your registration proof and insurance and just be nice. You need to sit there with the tail of your ass so you can get up. Sometimes you don't feel like being nice and acting like you gotta be some type of stage presence. Or you projecting the role of something that you're really not. Sometimes you want to ask somebody, why are you pulling me over? Everything's all up to date with me. I ain't riding dirty. Everything is clean. I'm good. I got a decent job. Probably making more money than your ass is making. I'm driving a Beamer. My car costs $75,000. What the hell does your car cost you? Look at your wrinkled ass uniform. These are the things you're thinking when a cop pulls you over and he don't even take time to put his damn uniform in the damn dry clean. He wearing some shit fresh out the dryer. You know what I mean? And he gonna try to tell you what's right and what's wrong. So sometimes you don't want to be nice all the time. But we have to, I guess, as neutralized as black men, we got to be nice or we get our heads beat in. But every now and then you don't want to be so nice. You don't want to just bite the bull and act like you want to kiss his ass just to get through the traffic infraction. So, again, hands together, round of applause. We got a round of applause we can give Sandra Bland. Well done, sister, standing your ground. And I wish that us black women could do it every now and then. We'd probably get our ass whooped right there on the scene. Anyway, that's it for tonight for Living for the City.
All right. I heard that. Okay. Well, hit us up tonight at 914-803-4306.
And press 1.
All right. Now, every time folks call in and just holler at us and ask us about what we're talking about or just checking in, we're going to take a shot. Because today is National Tequila Day.
Ay, 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 ay.
All right. So we're going to toast to that.
And we'll be right back.
All right.
It's Friday night, and you're listening to the Pajama Party Show Live. Tune in every Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Mountain, and 6 p.m. Pacific. We push it to the limit every week like only we can. We've got hot topics, hit it and quit it headlines, TV and movie reviews, commentaries, and the world's famous Kiss It list. And you don't want to be on the Kiss It list. So visit apajamaparty.com. Check out the cocktail of the week. Get your glass and get your laugh on with the Pajama Party Crew, doing what we do right here with you. Get up on this and push it. Push it real good.
Yeah, welcome back to the Pajama Party. Every Friday night here, we're demonstrating what nighttime adult radio is all about.
Right now.
I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Grown and sexy.
And this is the group. We keep you informed. Everybody got their own personality. We got Redwine hanging out with Frenchmen.
Bonsoir.
Yeah, she's a big old freak.
Anyway,
Ketel, she's always on location somewhere, Bahrain, Buka, Zimbabwe,
New Orleans, Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge.
A little bit at the Bull Seaman Ranch.
Yeah, she goes down, right. She brings us back our little ration of bull semen, which our faces are very beautiful and clean because we all wash up with bull semen these days.
And my hair is just so.
Hair is lavish. My skin is good.
Don't have to worry about acne anymore.
Yeah, bull semen. External use only.
Yeah, I'm not messing with y'all. Getting into my Hollywood wrap-up, we have to say congratulations to Fantasia Barrino.
Oh.
Remember Fantasia from American Idol?
Yeah.
She married, what's this gentleman's name? Kendall Taylor.
Is that the T-Mobile guy?
I'm not sure.
I don't know who she married.
T-Mobile.
She's messing with a guy that was married to work for T-Mobile. I thought that was her gossip. Anyway. You remember that?
She confirmed her engagement to Taylor back in November 2014 on Instagram as usual. She her picture of her bling-tastic ring, of course. You know, it's got to probably be about 5 or 10 carats hanging off her finger. Her grandmother's deceased, but she says, "Grandma, this is the day you waited and prayed for just for me." She wrote that on Instagram. She said, "I know you're in heaven right now telling everyone you know and the ones you've met in heaven that your grandbaby is having a wedding."
Aww.
So I guess she's happy.
Aww.
That's nice. Okay. On another note, I know you guys have seen Blake Shelton and Miranda Lambert. Unfortunately, they called it quits after 4 years of marriage.
Oh.
Yeah. Both of them are country artists, and Blake, he does The Voice also, Blake Shelton. He's the hot honey on The Voice.
Yes, he is.
Tall, dark, and handsome.
Cold drink of water.
See what I'm saying? Even red wine checked him out.
Oh, I did know.
Let me go tell a French man. Also, remember the character Archie, the cartoon?
The comic book?
Archie? Yeah, comic book.
Archie and Veronica and Betty and Judge.
Yeah. It says the cartoonist that created him, Tom Moore, he died.
Oh.
He was 86. So, Tom Moore, the Archie cartoonist who brought to life the escapades of the freckle-faced, red-haired character, he died 86. He began drawing cartoons while in the U.S. Navy.
Oh, I didn't know
War. He died on Monday. So it says Moore drew Archie Andrews and his friends on and off from 1953 until he retired in the 80s, 1980. It says annual sales of the comic regularly surpassed 500,000 during the 1960s.
Oh.
That was a popular cartoon.
Yeah, it was.
Right.
I think, isn't it still in publication?
I think so. But he took over after Bob Montana. He started in 41, and then after that, Moore, he took over in 53. But that's still a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to his family.
Aww.
And also, the Taylor Swift apologizes to Nicki Minaj. She's talking about she's sorry. I know everybody has heard about that. Taylor Swift took to Twitter on Thursday to apologize to Nicki Minaj 2 days after their feud over the MTV Music Awards. The 2015 VMA nominations were announced on Twitter, and Swift led the pack with 9 nods, including Video of the Year for Bad Blood. Minaj scored 2 nominations for Anaconda. You said that was a pretty good video.
Yeah.
But was left out of the top category, while Feeling Myself, her collaboration with Beyonce, was shot out altogether. The rapper ranted on Twitter about the snubs, and some of the messages were interpreted as disses against Swift. So it goes on to say Minaj had tweeted, "If I were a different kind of artist, Anaconda would be nominated for Best Cheerio and Vid of the Year as well." So if your video celebrates women with very slim bodies, you will be nominated for Video of the Year.
Okay.
So
I have to agree with her on that one.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's the slim card or if it's the race card. So
I think it's both cards.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both. But I think Taylor Swift finally got it. You know, I guess she would have to walk in Nicki Minaj's shoes, because I think Nicki Minaj, from where she started, she has done pretty good.
Yeah, and she's worked hard. I'm
Yeah.
not saying Taylor hasn't.
Right.
But for Taylor to get 9 nominations and Nicki got 2.
Right.
And Nicki was not in the nomination list for Video of the Year, which is the big one.
Right.
Okay.
So it was all of the Caucasian descent?
We'll have to look that category up, but that's what I read online, that all the nominees were.
Right. So now I'm understanding how Kanye West, when he got up Taylor Swift 4 or 5 years ago and said, you know, you had a great album, but Beyonce, hey, that was a sugar diggity.
Hers was the best.
Right. So I'm understanding it's not, I don't think he did it appropriately, but I mean he's making sense now.
Right.
So it's coming full circle to what's going on now. So if you guys got any questions or comments or want to conversate about that, give us a call at 914-803-4306.
And press 1.
Got to press 1.
If you're already on the line, just press 1 if you want to talk.
Because I'm ready to take another shot.
Yeah, we're waiting on y'all.
This is National Tequila Day. So
yeah.
we want to get in the groove of tonight. We're there, but, you know, we would like to get there a little better.
Yeah, we're ready to celebrate.
Yeah.
Celebrate.
Ready to get there.
Well, let's see. You want me to, let me see. Who's doing birthdays this year? I'm going to say this year. Who's doing birthdays tonight? Is that me?
Yeah, that's you.
Okay, well, let's do some celebrity birthdays. I only have a few tonight. We have on, for this week, July 20th, Carlos Santana.
Hey.
Turned 68 on July 20th.
Wow.
Omar Epps, the actor, he turned 42 on the 20th.
Okay.
And then on July 22nd, we have little Prince George of Cambridge, the little royal baby.
Oh.
He just turned 2.
Wow.
2 years old.
Already?
And your girl Selena Gomez just turned 23. Now that's your girl.
Baby.
Yeah, 23. Poppa DD's main man, Alex Trebek, turned 75 on July 22nd. Danny Glover, 69. And Dr. Funkenstein himself, George Clinton, 74.
Wow.
And still funking along.
He's still looking crazy.
Yeah. Well, no, he took all that stuff out of his hair.
What?
He's wearing suits now.
What?
Looking like an odd-looking normal person. Frankly, I like them better with all the purple braids and all that stuff.
You can identify with them a little bit.
Yeah, now when I see them, I have to look and go, who is that?
I know.
So anyway, on July 23rd, actor Woody Harrelson, 54, and Slash, the guitarist extraordinaire, Slash, he just turned 50, and that was on the 23rd. And then we have a few on July 24th. We have J-Lo.
Wow.
She just turned 46.
That's Papa's girl.
Yeah.
Booty lady.
And we have Linda Carter, Wonder Woman herself, with the bracelets that deflect bullets. Linda Carter just turned 64.
Wow.
And another tall drink of water, Rick Fox. He's what was he? A basketball player, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now he's an actor.
Yes.
He is 46.
It's fine, see ya.
Yes, he is.
Ooh la la.
Oh, where was that? I lost my place. Oh, and Barry Bonds, baseball player. He is 51. And let's see, I think that's all we have on the celebrity birthdays this week.
Oh, you forgot one more.
Well, that's for next week.
Oh, for next week.
Yes.
Okay, we'll keep that a surprise for next week. Okay.
So that's all the celebrity birthdays for this week.
Okay.
Let's see. You going to go ahead and rock on with the cocktail of the week?
I'm going to rock it on with the cocktail of the week.
All right, break it down. What you got?
Tequila. Hey, tequila. Tequila Sunrise. We have 1.5 fluid ounces of tequila. Got to have that. That's most important. 3/4 cup freshly squeezed OJ. Ice cubes, of course. A half an ounce of grenadine syrup. 1 slice orange for garnish, and 1 maraschino cherry for garnish.
Cherry.
So you stir or shake together the tequila and orange juice. Fill in a 12-ounce glass with ice cubes. Pour in the OJ mixture. Slowly pour in grenadine and allow it to settle to the bottom of the glass. And, of course, you use the garnish, the slices of orange and the maraschino cherry.
I like it.
That's the Tequila Sunrise.
And it's beautiful, too.
Yes, it is. And it's tasty, too.
Ooh, it tastes just like candy.
I know that's right.
It's like candy. Ow. I can feel it where you walk.
Please call us so we can get the last shot of tequila in.
Somebody just press 1.
Check in.
Or I'm going to just pretend you did in a minute.
I know that's right. We going to keep it rolling or what we going to do?
Yeah, let's keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling. What you got there?
It's time for the Kisses list.
I've been waiting for this all night. Come on with it.
Woo.
What you got, Papa?
I got the Texas Police Department, some of them, you know, not all of them.
Okay.
We ain't going to beat them all down. And everything thereof, the medical examiners, the district attorney, anybody had anything with this stink out loud situation on Sandra Bland, it's just, you know, it's just a mess. It's a mess. And Graham, what is he, congressman?
I think he is.
It's congressman.
Senator? He's a senator.
He called Donald Trump an asshole on TV, a jackass. Right on CBS News in the morning.
Like 3 or 4 times.
3 or 4 times. What a man's jackass. Man, Trump unloaded on his ass.
Both barrels.
People are crazy.
I mean, he said Rick Perry, who was the governor of Texas, he said he wears his glasses because he's trying to look smart. Woo! Trump is putting it out there. We got, let's
put him on the list too.
He'll put Trump on there, but he's climbing off because he's a bad dude, man.
Yeah, but he's still a
He entertains my ass. Okay. Trump, Rick Perry, and Congressman Graham. But we haven't heard from Cruz lately.
Oh no, he showed off today.
He showed off today with some stuff, but Trump been shutting all those big mouths down because he's the only one really packing some real kahunas in his pants. So let's do Rick Cruz for being quiet, and the other boy,
Ted Cruz.
What's the pretty
he was
boy
on there calling his
What
own
about the pretty boy from
life.
Miami? Let's put him on the list too.
Rubio.
Rubio. All these guys were big mouth talking stuff, but as soon as Trump came in, hell, you got to get a mousetrap to find their asses now. Trump shut everybody down.
Well,
what you got?
I want to add all the people that let their kids scream and run wild in restaurants. You are officially on the Kiss It list
of the week.
Yes, and the airlines that are gouging people.
Yeah.
We got Delta. I hate to do it, but Southwest, United, JetBlue, and American Airlines. All of you are on the Kiss It list for taking advantage of that Amtrak situation when the rail was down and you were taking advantage of people that needed to get somewhere.
All they had was a business credit card flapping in the wind.
Yeah, you charged people $2,000.
We'll take that. But for the people on the Kiss It list too, the business people that paid that. Because you know they ass going to get reimbursed.
Yeah, that's true. Put them on there too.
What makes you think it cost $2,000 to go from New York to damn Washington?
Yeah, out of their mind.
Shit, I would.
Roger Goodell, of course.
My ass there.
The usual.
Yeah, Roger Goodell and
gotta have the Red Star.
Macy's preview day on Thursday.
Oh, it's preview on Friday.
Preview day on Friday. Sale on Saturday.
Commercials every day.
Oh boy. So what we got for them?
Oh, we got something special for them. Got a bow on top of it, and here it is.
Kiss my entire ass. Kiss my Irish ass. You better kiss my Irish ass. This world can kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. You can just kiss my ass. Baby, you can just kiss my ass. Oh, you can kiss my country ass. I said if you got a problem with any of that, you can kiss my natural born redneck to the bone, ever loving country ass. That's right.
Yeah, welcome back to the Pajama Party. That was our Kiss It list of anybody who done some crap during the week, and we honor that and we love it. So keep on messing up so you can keep on
Get on the Kiss It list.
Get on the Kiss It list.
Right. Yeah.
For sure.
What's your last word with the red wine?
Oh, my last word is I just want to say thanks to all of our listeners. Thanks for the couple of shots you all allowed us to have. And as soon as we get off the air, we will finish the rest of them. Yeah! I just want to say again, shout out to West Coast, East Coast. Shout out to Louisiana, Dirty South, L.A., Philly, New York. Who did I miss? D.C., Maryland, and everybody in between. Thanks for listening. Check us out online. apajamaparty.com. Follow us on Twitter. Like us on Facebook.
Right. What you got over there, Papa?
My last word is, I guess my whole testimony tonight was on Sandra Bland, and I really hope that we could get her name in place like we have Trayvon Martin's name in place, because that sister went out like a trooper. She's a sister after my heart. I love to talk shit and swap spit and say some stuff that's real dear to who I am as a person. And this girl did not let up. And I'm so proud of you. God rest your soul. God bless your soul. And you have went out with a bang, girl. Even though it's pain and heartache for the world to see what happened to you, but you showed your ass to them people. You spoke your mind at that traffic stop, and you did not let up. You gave them the black woman, 100% strong, and I'm so proud of you. God bless you.
All right, now.
What's your last word, Ketel?
My last word is, as my usual, thanks to the old listeners, new listeners, future listeners. Shout out to Cali, Pittsburgh, NC, and Baton Rouge. Also, we want to thank our parent company, DC Homegrown Entertainment.
Whoop, whoop.
Those girls are doing it right. They have a film coming out this summer. They have been entered into the Capital City Black Film Festival in Austin, Texas. Woo! August the 13th through the 15th. So check them out on dchomegrown.com so you can see what they're doing. Keep up with them. We thank you for sponsoring the Pajama Party and other things that they're doing. So just thanks for listening. We appreciate the new callers and the ones that have been with us. We really appreciate that. So check us out on apajamaparty.com, Twitter or Facebook or any social entity there is. We are there.
Instagram.
Yep.
Yeah, DC Homegrown is on Instagram.
Either DC Homegrown or apajamaparty.com. So we'll see you next time. And the old ass woman, not girl. Okay. All right, Papa. No more tequila tonight. We want to say good night and thanks.
Bonsoir.
Thanks for tuning in. Next Friday night, every Friday night we're here, and we have a party coming up too, right?
Yeah.
Something about the party for me? We got a few minutes to play with.
Yeah.
August 29th at the White Mansion in Washington, D.C.
Right.
Northwest.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give details next week on it. Starting, it starts early this time from 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. and thereafter. But we're going to start early so we can see your bright faces while the sun is still light. Okay, so you don't come in with the whole Halloween move.
But we'll give more details next week.
Yeah, definitely. But every Friday night here at the Pajama Party is the adult party where we talk about what's happening. We keep it real and keep it right because we ain't trying to,
Because that's what we do.
That's right. Ain't no need in backing down.
Yep, from hot topics to weird news to my Ketel wrap-up.
Right, take that sheet off your face.
All right now.
See who you are.
All right now.
No Klans members here. All right, we'll see you next week.
Good night.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Initiating shutdown sequence.
Is it all over, Rock?
I guess so.
I bid you farewell, arrivederci, sayonara, and all that sort of jazz.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Well, good night.
Yabiko. Sana.
I regret to announce this is the end. I'm going now.
Good night, and good luck.
Was it as good for you as it was for me?
Now give me a kiss and say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you for attending our show, and good night.
Pajama Party, grown and sexy, throwing a party. Pajama Party, party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. Pajama Party, grown and sexy, throwing a party. Pajama Party, party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. Pajama Party, grown and sexy, throwing a party. Pajama Party, party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. Pajama Party, grown and sexy, throwing a party.